I mean, if you want to go ahead, we just want to go ahead and just gear up and just keep going. You know, I'll figure out how to do like a proper.
Yeah,
like,
your stand is fucked, John.
just figure it out.
I'm trying to.
I don't know, man.
It's okay, John.
It threw me off a little when it was in the center. I'm like, this isn't how I normally sit.
Oops. Oopsie daisies.
Those are your
This
headphones.
is on you.
Oh, my headphones?
Yeah.
Right there? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to wear them,
I mean, you don't necessarily have to wear. You know, I realized that just earlier when originally Jared was gonna be here. I'm like, oh, okay, well, they're gonna like share a mic. We don't have like another set of headphones. So I guess they're not gonna get headphones.
I mean, the headphones didn't really matter though for this one.
With this setup.
Okay, so Jared. Okay,
Jared was gonna straddle that table.
Yeah, Jared was gonna sit right there. Okay,
Because I knew you had the idea
Yes.
of 5 people here, and I got here and I looked and I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, okay, look.
Yeah, he was gonna straddle that table.
That's why the table, the long part's pushed out, right? But like the actual legs are under the couch, so you could have pushed that out a little bit and just had it between the person's legs, and then Diaz and Jared just fight for the mic back and forth. That was going to be
That's
the plan.
not a fight. That's just Diaz smacking the shit out of Jared.
I mean, I
never
thought it was going
smack
to be
Jared.
funny.
He's
That's
like-
not true. Don't lie.
Jared, I love Jared.
Are you dying?
I might be.
Okay.
So, Alex, how do you feel about Oscar Isaac being replaced in Moon Knight?
Being replaced.
Wait, he is?
I mean, the season hasn't even ended. We got an episode left. What happened?
Have you been watching it?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think about it?
Oh, it's fucking phenomenal.
It's really good.
Episode 5 was. Sheesh.
As the kids say, she.
Nah, I'm really enjoying it. Is this like the first like Marvel show that you're watching like weekly in a while? Since like what, maybe Hawkeye?
Well, that was.
I didn't watch Hawkeye.
Yeah, that's fair.
Watch 2 episodes of Hawkeye so we can talk about it.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate that dedication.
You said you wanted to talk about it. I'm like, I'll watch it.
Yeah, sure.
Then
I don't think I've watched any of the Marvel shows, to be honest.
Can you get that like more in front of your mouth? Yeah.
I can, but like it messes with John. That's why I stopped moving
Well,
it.
just get your positions in place.
Yeah, move yours around. I'll just hold mine here.
Does this work?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
It sounds fine.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen any of the Marvel TV series.
None of them?
None of them.
What? Bro,
None,
they're so
nothing.
good.
Well, I mean, the only one I know for a fact that I feel like is a miss out on was like Daredevil, because I heard Daredevil was stellar.
Oh, okay. So you haven't seen any of the Disney Plus ones then? They're all really good.
The only one I would say you need to watch is probably Moon Knight.
Moon Knight is.
I've heard Moon Knight
Knight's-
is phenomenal.
Moon
It
Knight's
is.
really good.
I would also say watch Loki though. Loki is really.
Oh, yeah.
I've heard Loki's
I forgot
good.
about that
So,
one.
Yeah.
That one's
So,
still the best one in my
The
head.
ones that I've been looking into maybe watching were like Loki, Moon Knight,
Those are.
Daredevil. I've started, and I don't think it's a Marvel series per se, but like, I mean, obviously it's still a Marvel series. I did watch a couple episodes of What If.
Yeah, I mean, no, that's canon to the
Yeah.
MCU.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what I
Kevin
thought.
Feige said that was canon because actually, in the Doctor Strange episode, whatever, I haven't actually personally
I
seen
haven't
What
gotten
If.
that far into it.
Okay, well, the Doctor Strange episode has like an evil Doctor Strange. That's who was in the Multiverse of Madness trailer, where it's like
Gotcha.
a Doctor Strange like things just got real or whatever he said. I don't remember.
Yeah, I think the furthest I got into it was I saw the one where T'Challa was Star-Lord
Oh yeah,
instead.
yeah. That was.
Is that what was that Marvel What If?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was Chadwick's last time as T'Challa. Rip. Rest in pieces.
in pieces. That's kind of gruesome. But no, I mean, like, I've just been kind of like scrolling through and basically just being introduced properly to my streaming services that I have, because like there's a whole bunch of shit that I didn't realize was on HBO Go.
Or HBO Max.
HBO Max, yeah.
Yeah. I keep forgetting, like I mentioned to you earlier, I keep forgetting I have HBO Max.
Well, I've got it because like my stepdad gets it for our mobile plan.
Yeah, that's how I have it. Yeah.
From AT&T.
Yeah, I have mine through Hulu. It's it's better the more I look at it. Every time I get on it, there's more shows to watch.
I added like 15 shows to my watch list yesterday. Because like I've been meaning to watch Westworld, and I was wanting to watch The Wire, and then they pulled it off of Hulu when I first started using Hulu. And then I added just a bunch of degenerate shows on there from Adult Swim to my watch list.
Right.
Like, The Boondocks, home movies. I added Rick and Morty on there because I haven't seen season 5 yet, and they have it. So I was like, oh, cool, I'll watch that because I'm a degenerate. The latest thing I started watching was that Harley Quinn series.
Yeah, you used
Just
to
that
mention
anime
that.
one. Oh my god, it is so fucking funny. So funny. Like, Batman ends up taking away the bat signal from Commissioner Gordon because, like, Commissioner Gordon is just, like, using it, and he's just like, are you calling me to report that break-in at Wayne Enterprises? And Commissioner Gordon is just like, my wife's seeing another man, and I can't really blame her. And, like, he's just
defeated.
He's just like, he's like, and I can't even blame her because there's just only so many times you can look up into the dead eyes of your lover while you're making love, and I'm just like, what the fuck? And like, and then like the fucking Batman, he's like, we're just coworkers, man. What are you doing? And he's like, I remember when you used to be a good cop. He's like, I remember when you used to be a damn good cop. And he's like, I damn still am. And I'm just like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, Commissioner Gordon is just having, like, a full-blown mental breakdown. And I remember reading some comments about this on YouTube whenever I'd seen clips of it before. And somebody was just like, so this is what Commissioner Gordon would actually be like in real life, handling all this shit.
Probably. I mean, it just sounds like he's having a midlife crisis.
Yeah, and then, like, Harley Quinn ends up getting into the Batcave because the thing she stole from Wayne Enterprises was, like, a teleporter to teleport Batman back to his cave. And, I guess, spoiler alert, Bruce Wayne is Batman, for those of y'all that don't know. It's canon.
Fuck, I didn't know that.
It's canon, by the way. But, so it's, like, a teleporter to go back to the Batcave, and, like, he's like, so I see you press the button. She's kind of like hanging there from like a stalagmite or tight, whichever one is from the ceiling. I think it's tights. Anyways.
I don't know.
But, well, I know nobody here knows, but like, I would have been surprised for one of y'all to be like, actually, and like push up glasses. But like, yeah, exactly. But, and then she's just like, I'm here on like a peace mission. I think your friend, Commissioner Gordon, is like depressed and like suicidal. He was up on a roof talking to himself and shit, and like, and he's just like, I don't know what he wants from me. We're just co-workers. And then like as he turns around talking to Harley, like his screensaver comes on, and it's like pictures of like him and Commissioner Gordon at like a birthday party, and like Commissioner Gordon's got like a birthday hat on and everything, and he's like, she's just like quiet looking at him. He's like, my screensaver kicked on, didn't it? She's like, yeah, it did. And it's just the Batman standing here buddy with Commissioner Gordon. He's like all excited. He's got a birthday hat on and everything. It's just it's such a stupid show, but I love it.
I was about to say, that just sounds like a really weird world.
Everything about it is so
Batman.
stupid, but it's hilarious.
The funny thing about that is, it actually you describing that kind of reminds me of, have you seen the animated Injustice movie?
I have not.
I haven't either, no.
Okay, I know that's weird. You gave me a weird look there. So the Injustice movie is basically like a take on the Injustice game in movie form, essentially.
That's why I'm very confused where you're going with this.
Yeah, except it's not Harley Quinn with Batman in that. It's Harley Quinn with Green Arrow.
Okay, now I get it.
Because like in that, Joker comes to goes to Metropolis, basically kills Lois Lane, or causes
he
Superman
more or less gets Superman to kill Lois Lane.
Yeah, basically gets Superman to kill Lois Lane with what was it, the Scarecrow toxin or something like that.
With like some super powerful Scarecrow toxin or some crap like that.
And Superman institutes martial law and starts going crazy, killing basically any villains, and
or anyone who doesn't see his justice anymore.
Yeah, it's like half the Justice League sides with him and is kind of helping him. And it's like Harley Quinn gets captured at one point, and like the Superman's like coming after her, and they take her, like basically hide her away from, and Green Arrow's hanging out with her. And then it's like he's got her locked, like basically tied up to a pole. It is hideout, and he's like, talking to her, mentions like, she's like, where are we at? He's like, oh, we're at the Green Arrow hideout, and she's like, that's a stupid name. You should call it something better, like the Quiver or something like
That's
that.
so good.
I remember that from the game. That was fucking stupid.
And it's every scene from then out that Green Arrow's in, it's just Harley Quinn is just there, like harassing him, basically harassing him. Like he tries to leave her behind, and he's driving away, and she's just in his backseat.
Yes.
He's like, you're supposed to have stayed back there. Well, that's no fun. But yeah, that just reminded me of it because I don't know. It was just every scene just was like, am I watching a different movie now?
I mean, it really was, because even in like the Injustice game, like the Green Arrow is sort of more or less that's his entire character, because they go to the alternate world where all this shit's happened, and the Green Arrow there is actually dead. So the Green Arrow from World Prime is coming. He's just like, what the fuck is happening, guys? But yeah. See, I don't watch shit.
Besides anime,
Correct.
the stuff for our show, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
That actually, I'm actually curious. Do you go out? Do you watch anything at this point in time that's like not on the show? Like, do you watch anything for your own personal enjoyment? Because I haven't in a very long time.
A couple things.
Okay. Because I haven't for a while.
But for the most part, I mean, I'll see something go, especially now that Funimation is partnered with Crunchyroll,
Right.
and I will queue something up and go, I'll get to you eventually. I usually go read stuff instead, though.
Yeah.
You know what I wish I had done on the subject of just like anime and stuff? Was I wish I had caught up with Jujutsu Kaisen before that movie came out, because I heard the movie was a banger.
The movie is good. You don't need to know anything
I
for
know
it.
I don't need to, because I think it's like a prequel thing, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
Kind of, but like, I just mean like knowing more, like, you know, obviously like
Of
seeing
the
stuff
world
like that
itself,
just kind of
yeah.
makes it more enjoyable,
Right. Right.
like for world building or just enjoying other stuff like that, just kind of like Easter eggs.
I still need to see that movie. I still
I
need to see
heard, I heard
it.
that movie outsold the Demon Slayer movie.
I think it did.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I heard it had a bigger opening than the Demon Slayer movie.
Well, I mean, because like JJK is like the current like Demon Slayer in terms of hype and sales and
gotcha.
stuff. So
'Cause, yeah, I don't think we ever went and saw World
did-
Mission.
nope, we did not see World Heroes Mission. I mean, it's already out. We could just go ahead and buy it. Still need to watch it at some point.
So I actually watched an anime or started watching an anime recently.
Ooh, gas!
Summertime rendering?
No,
Damn it!
you probably won't. You probably won't get it.
Is it a new one?
No,
What you got?
One Piece.
That's a fucking trek.
That's a journey.
I don't know.
Like from the beginning?
Are you enjoying it?
Yeah, I started it from the beginning.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Wow.
I don't know. I was sitting at the house the other day and I was like, you know what? I haven't watched anything in a long time. Let's just start this.
Yeah, I haven't watched anything in a while, so let's start one of the longest ones out there.
Yeah, might as well.
I
If
think
I'm
it is the longest one, because I think it has more episodes than Detective Conan as well.
I think that would be the only anime it would be competing with. Yeah,
Correct.
Because I know in like today's day and age of manga, I think the longest one is still like what, Hajime no Ippo.
Yeah, because technically it still hasn't ended.
Yeah, so I think that's the longest ongoing manga. But in terms of anime, it's either Detective Conan or One Piece. I don't know which.
Yeah. Well, it was also like, if I'm gonna start a show, you know, I'm not gonna feel bad when I take extended breaks from not watching this show. There's a different world of me being like, I'll take a couple months of not watching 1,000+ episodes instead of, you know what, I'm 3 episodes into this 12-episode series. Let's take a 2-month break.
There you go.
Watch an arc, skip 3 months, watch another arc.
Yeah.
Not me, dude. Whenever I start watching a show, like, I really, really like being able to watch simulcasts.
Mhm.
Just because, like, I like watching them episodically.
Yeah.
Like, I enjoy watching a series on an episode basis rather than, like, binge watching. Unless it's something I just am like, well, I don't have anything going on. I'll just binge this while I'm doing something else.
Right.
Trying to think. There was a show I was going to start, but now I'm kind of hesitant because, like, I've just seen too much memory about it. And it's that, what is it, Spy X Family?
No, it's good. Watch it.
Okay, I've heard it's good, but I'm just like, I remember the first thing I saw about it online was just people being mad creepy on that fucking kid, and I'm like, what is wrong with people? I feel like there's,
Me and Alex saw that same conversation that happened after the first episode.
yeah, it was right after they aired the first episode. I was like, oh, this looks like this could be a fun show, and there was just people mad creeping, just like,
Bro.
man, I wish I could be the dad, like I would totally like. And I'm like,
bro.
Like, what is wrong with you people?
It's a good. It's a good series.
Shit like this.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
happens.
yeah. You sent
Here,
me
go
that.
full screen for me. For full effect for everyone. It's shit like that. And the caption is, Spy Family fans need help. But it's shit like this that is just like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, it's exactly.
What even is that on?
Huh?
What is that even on?
It was just on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, Diaz, here's something about the Spy Family. Is I haven't watched it, but it's good when I read it.
That's
Because
true.
I don't read a lot of manga or anything like that.
Well, because I had saw it like when it was a manga, and I had peeked at it, but I didn't like get too into it. Because like for me, mostly when I read manga, since I'm not in school anymore, I basically just do it here and there. Back whenever we were in high school, I just fucking come home and be like, fucking reading it like it was a book, man.
I also have another one as well, which I've already sent to you, but just for the sake of the show and the conversation we're having right now, I'll talk about it again. It was another one of the ones I saw on Twitter where I'm just scrolling through minding my business.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I'm just scrolling through minding my business, and I just see the shot of Anya whenever she's pointing at the TV. It's like, I like this show, whatever, and it's just but she's on the TV, so it's a constant loop, you're looking in the mirror, or whatever. So I'm like, okay, whatever, no big deal. And then I see the name of the page, the channel, the account. I mean that post it where it is at Telewaifus, and their name is I Put Waifus on Vintage TV. So that is essentially
that's not a good shot.
Yeah, it's close enough. People can get the gist if they're watching. So I see that, and I'm immediately like, oh, this should be interesting. Let's go to the comments. The first thing that I came across was where someone's like, people have forgotten that waifu doesn't always mean sexual intent, I see. And the dude responds, my brother in Christ, it's the translation for wife. Yeah, I lost my shit at that.
Yes, I remember seeing that.
I lost my shit.
Because I saw that before you started sending me that shit.
Yeah.
Where it's like my brother in Christ.
And then another one was just someone's just don't call her a waifu. And then someone responds, she's the waifu. And someone just put up a picture of Chris Hansen where it's just why don't you take a seat over there? Jesus Christ.
It's one of those things where it's people have become they just
If it's not an actual person, it's okay.
Well, it's kind of that, but also in anime and manga, there are a lot of young-ish looking women that they are
young-ish.
Well, I'm saying this is in general, not necessarily related to
Zach, Zach, she's 3,000.
Hey, the point. That's basically that, but the point is wrapping around to be there.
You know that Always Sunny in Philadelphia episode when they're gonna marry? I think it's Charlie to the small Asian girl.
But yeah, it's one of those things where it's I guess people are just well, they do it to these other characters, and all they ever see is the image of them, and it's no, that's a young girl.
It's my brother in Christ. That's a child.
You can't do that.
It's like all the fans out there that are hardcore simp over pretty much any set of protagonists from shonen shows. Let's just say My Hero, for example, since they're literally in school. It's just my brother in Christ. That's a child. There are people that are simping over your, Uraka, whatever, simping over Mobo. It's she's 14.
I was about to say,
what are you doing? Stop.
They're in this superpowered high school or school, but they're middle schoolers, guys.
Why would you simp for somebody like Uraraka or Bakugo when you could perfectly simp for somebody I don't know, Endeavor or Mount Lady or Midnight, an adult?
Or I think what her name's Usame, the rabbit lady.
Hiroko?
Hiroko.
Yeah, Hiroko, yeah.
Yeah, fucking simp over Hiroko. That's fine. Shit.
Right.
Simp over a Racerhead. That's
There's
fine.
a lot of people that do that.
Of course, there's a lot of people that do that. He's got the mysterious goth dad energy.
True. True. Also, should we do a proper introduction at this point?
What?
I mean, because we haven't established at all what this show even is, what it's even
Hi,
called.
welcome to SparkE3.
Yep, thank you. Welcome to SparkE3, the newest podcast from SparkE3.
Your one-stop shop for bullshit and nonsense.
Bingo. This is anything that you could think of. That's what this show is going to be.
The
involving
Nicolas Cage movie starring Nicolas Cage as Nicolas Cage.
exactly.
You know, Nicolas Cage came out and admitted that he did some shit films just because he needed money.
Yeah. It was direct to VHS films.
Yep.
Yeah, he's like, I don't regret a single one of them either. I mean, hey, if you're getting paid,
I'll tell you
paid.
the wildest thing about Nicolas Cage to me is the fact that this man went on to get an Oscar before Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yes.
True. I'm Alex Light with SparkE3. Hope you're having a great day.
Still doing that, huh?
We need to establish who and what we are. I think I put my camera out of focus. Hang on. Let's see if we get that back. There we go. Back in focus. Alex Light with SparkE3, host of Gamesthetic, AniMan Plus, Terrible Football Show. Hopefully you're having a great day. We got Zach, my co-host of Gamesthetic and AniMan Plus, running the cams for me. Thank you, Zach. How are
Sure,
you?
whatever. We're going with this.
We got John, co-host of Gamesthetic. How are you doing, John?
I guess I'm doing all right.
And we got Diaz.
Hello.
He's been on AniMan Plus one time, so he's here. He counts. And then we have Josh. A pillow, that is.
Oh.
Yeah.
This
I
is
didn't see
Josh.
it.
Yep.
This is Josh.
Yep. Yeah, he is in every episode of SparkE3 podcast, essentially, as long as someone sits on the couch. Yep. So, like Zach said, this is just going to be the center point of all bullshit. And like with that, you know, I always say this with talking about movies and stuff. I have like no expectations, whatever. And what I mean for that is like have no expectations on when an episode's going to come out. You know, because it's like so low on our totem pole. But when I say have no expectations for this show, I mean that as a whole. Like, I mean, in terms of the content, who's on here, how often an episode's going to come up, everything. I mean, this is complete and utter bullshit. And also, shout out to when this first episode's being posted because it's SparkE3 Day. May 3rd is officially what we're calling SparkE3 Day. It's when, you know, around when we post our first podcast episode ever. What, 2 years ago? I think it'll be 2 years ago.
I thought it was closer to 3. Was it 2?
It's either 2 or 3.
Look at me.
Dude said, I don't know.
I was about
fucking
to say,
know.
the only person who was part of those was you at this point.
Yeah, me and Josh. Shout out to Josh, the pillow. All right, now that we got introductions out of the way, you know, we can just keep rocking with the show. Having a great time.
So Zach, you're not playing Lost Ark anymore, are you?
I mean, I will go on there and look at it and be like, I could play this, but
Because I checked earlier. It's been 59 days, my man.
Ooh.
yes, no, yeah, no. I go to my Steam store and I look at it and I go, I could play it, but I could also go sell these fake card games.
Oh my God! Don't get me started on card games now. That's a tilter. So if you want to hear some craziness that happened on the subject of trading cards, so when we got our taxes back, we split our taxes in half to pay off debt. So Kate paid off her credit card, $3,000 balance, gone to the wind.
Cool.
Completely paid off her card.
Bet.
All of this stuff started happening. She maxed out her card on Magic the Gathering cards. She spent $3,000. She spent $3,000 on Magic the Gathering cards.
Like, okay, now actual cards or the game?
Actual cards.
Wow.
Physical cards.
Physical cards, okay.
Now, I'm assuming they were all on Magic the Gathering cards, but she had spent $3,000 at the Archangel card shop.
Now, is that like she's picking cards or is she buying random
I don't know.
packs?
She
I think
buying
she was,
boosters?
I think she was buying like sealed booster boxes.
Oh
Oh
my
my
god.
fucking
Fuck.
Christ.
And like I don't know exactly what all it was.
Did you find them? Where are they?
I mean, they're still at the house.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I mean, I like Archangel, but not that much.
Well, so that's how much she spent on her credit card. That's not how much she spent total.
Oh, no.
How much
Oh,
did she max out on cards?
She spent $1,000 from our joint bank account on that.
Jesus
So that's
Christ.
$4,000 on Magic cards.
Dude, that
Just
could have
about,
been some
yeah.
retro games right
There
there.
could have been
Right,
several
yeah.
retro games.
Yeah.
That could have been a lot of stuff right there. That could have been like us getting that tree removed out of our backyard 3 times over kind of money. But like, you know, I mean, it is what it is. Like,
I mean, you can remove that tree out of your yard. Just
yeah, I mean, yeah, in my luck, it'll fall right back over into my house. Like, because it's rewind time. Let's do this again. Like, but no, I mean, like, you know, it's whatever. Like, I don't care what she spends her money on, but like, whenever she spent it from the joint account, it was kind of like that meme from I think it's from SpongeBob, where it's like, okay, now it's my problem.
It might have been SpongeBob.
It's either SpongeBob or some other stupid show on Nickelodeon. You know, it's not my problem. Okay, now it's my problem. But nonetheless, like, I was just kind of like, this might be a little bit excessive.
A little bit.
Just a little bit. I mean,
See, Alex, I don't have an addiction.
Okay, yes, you do. It's just not like
No.
that.
No,
Shut up, John.
there's a difference between like people that buy retro games and trading card people.
Now, that is fair.
Trading card people are much worse.
Okay, now I'm not disagreeing with that, but I'm also going to continue to hammer that Zach does have an addiction. It's just a different sort of addiction.
You can't hammer him for having an addiction when he also makes sure to get you cool stuff too.
He does get me some cool stuff too, but it's still an addiction.
I still help pay for this shit.
So I
That
guess
is true. He just gave me money yesterday for the Adobe subscription that's coming out tomorrow. That's a
If I had an
$600
addiction, you'd be
smackaroonie.
paying that shit on by yourself.
That's okay.
So let
I
me-
still think you have an addiction. It's just not
Let me
like
pose a philosophical
death
question to
breaking.
you guys. Does this make me a card game person? If I spend an excess amount of money on Hearthstone, is that the same as being a trading card person?
I think it was.
Or is
I
it
think so.
worse because you don't actually have a card?
I think it might be slightly worse just because you
Yeah.
don't have the physical cards.
Oh no!
Because how I look at it, and people may hate me for this, but those card games like Hearthstone, Elder Scrolls, whatnot, and my personal Legends of Runeterra, it's almost like NFTs.
Fair. I can see that. Like, oh my god, I'm a crypto farmer.
I'm buying fictional packs to get these cards that are solely on this one account.
Well, so like
it would also be in the same realm if you started playing the or any of the Yu-Gi-Oh games they've come out with the past couple of years, including the
online
newest one.
ones,
Yeah, if you got on like what's the newest one called, John? Do you know? Because I feel like you'd be the one to play it before anyone else here.
I don't remember
It's
the
not
name
Duel
of it.
Links though.
No,
Isn't it just Duel Masters?
Might be.
I thought it was just Duel Masters,
That's
but
what I was
I
thinking.
didn't know if that if that was wrong.
Because you can get on there and you can drop a lot of money on fucking decks
Quick,
and shit.
yeah.
Like a lot of money, and you're not even obviously you don't have the cards.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
That's one of those ones. I've looked at that game a few times and I'm like, this would be fun to get into.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, no, I don't
Just
think
like,
I don't think I'm
so.
going to, because it's gonna go one of two ways. I'm either not gonna spend money and then just get my shit tossed,
So,
or I'm gonna
here-
spend money and hate myself.
Random question that I don't think anyone here would know. When it comes to that game, can you get your IRL cards and enter the code on the card for the game?
Dude, I don't think that's been a thing since a Game Boy.
See, that's
Yeah,
what
I don't think it's been a thing in forever.
See, that's what I thought too. I just wanted to confirm. So yeah, basically you get on there and you spend a shit ton of money and buy cards that you don't actually
Yeah,
have.
why the hell would they do that? Why would they allow you to take your physical cards and put them in the
That's
game
true.
when they can
That's
get
true.
money from you?
That's true. My fault.
This is the era of microtransactions still.
Yeah.
Right, well, that's the other thing. I mean, these people are they may spend $50 on one card, but they'd like to be able to put it in the game too.
Correct.
Do you want to hear some crazy shit? Blizzard making some quality of life changes to WoW for players in the future. Like they're making a bunch of shit account wide, so that way you don't have to do it 8 times on if you want to play the game on multiple characters anymore. And it's just like
Something they should have standardized years
yeah,
ago.
something they should have done 8 million years ago. But like, so here's what's going to happen. Since they announced that, and they also officially announced that they were going through the sale to Microsoft, people will just be like, Microsoft did it. They saved the game. And it's just like, what? But yeah, I don't know. All I know is I'm excited to be a half dragon person in another game now.
Oh, with the new expansion
Yeah.
coming
Like,
up.
because I'll
With your
make-
Guild
there's your
Wars 2
expansion
flight
guy.
animations.
I know.
You're right. No, but like, I mean, I'm looking forward to stuff with the new expansion. And like, I'll tell you the biggest thing for me that's exciting is just the fact that they're bringing back the old talent systems, but they're revamping them. So they're making it to where you've got the illusion of free choice again. Because like, we all know how like really, really diverse talents like that in games go. It's like, oh, you can make whatever you want.
And then people
But
find
people
best
are going to
builds.
make that
Yeah.
cookie cutter build that gets them the most whatever they can do. Like me, I'm just like, I'm a fucking filthy casual these days. So I don't even care, dude. Like I joined a weekend raiding guild yesterday that's going to raid today. And I was just like, they're like, we normally want people to be like this item level to go. And I was like, oh, okay. I did a dungeon with the guild master and he was like, you're pretty good, kid, considering all of your stuff is trash and you're super far behind. Want to come to the raid anyways? And I'm like, you had me at your kid. And I was like, you had me at your pretty good, kid. And I was just like,
Diaz just looking at his past self doing tons of raids and first
Yeah.
clears during
Yeah.
original content.
Right.
just looking at my old self. It's just like, bro, you only play 2 days a week.
Hey, Hey, are you excited for Wrath Classic? I know you haven't really dove into like the other classics, but
I've got mixed feelings about it, but like all in all, some of the changes that they're doing to it is because like, so there were changes that they made when Wrath came out on live, and they're just like, yeah, we're going forward with Wrath Classic without those changes that we put in on live originally, like the dungeon finder system. So I think that'll be interesting to see how that is. And I think they said that they were going to kind of tweak around with just things that they wish they had done on live, but and from what the developers were saying, Ian specifically, he was saying is that most of the feedback that they've gotten that they're pushing through into the retail end of the game is based off of the feedback that they got from their classic players. And I'm like, wait, you mean to tell me that the feedback that people were telling you for 4 years, you didn't listen to until the same people were telling it to you 4 years later on the game that they were playing 4 years ago? What kind of time skip bullshit is this? But like,
It's different management, Diaz.
that is true.
I mean, is it different management?
As far as we're concerned, it is.
Yeah, as
Well,
far
I
as we're
guess, yeah.
concerned and understanding, yeah, it's a cleaned house.
For the most part.
Yeah, for the most
yeah,
part.
I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's true. But
Also, speaking of like going away from something like reworking stuff, I want to get your thoughts on this real quick, John, because this is actually going to be one of the quick little notes for the Gamesthetic episode that we decided that we're going to pull the plug on, whatever, for the day. Did you see about the Halo Infinite update where we're getting rid of the armor cores?
Yeah.
Thank God, that was such
I saw
such
that.
a stupid fucking thing.
I saw that, and I'm like, that really took them.
How long?
What was it? That launched in what, like December?
Yeah,
November?
yeah.
So
It was like November.
November,
it's been damn near 6 months since then.
Yeah.
And they didn't realize people hated that.
Yeah, and what's so irritating is like when the game was leading up. Do you remember like the like some of the videos where they're like, you know, if you want this shoulder pad with this, you can do it. You want this and this, you can do it. You know,
Just a little clarification on that too. They're doing it from all the base armors,
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
the specialty armors, like
yeah,
the,
yeah.
like
The legendary sets.
like the samurai armor
Yeah.
and that or whatever. They're not doing it for that, and
Yeah.
because they didn't want to.
Yeah, it's still like event based and shit like that.
They were like, we'll do it for all the core ones, but like the event ones that we've already released, not happening.
Yeah, which, you know, I can get that because it is event, you know, focused on an event, whatever.
Yeah,
but
everything
like,
you're getting in that event
Yeah.
is for that,
yeah.
basically.
But
So-
the fact that we had like 3 different sets of like armor cores, whatever, or 2 different sets where it's like you couldn't mix and match with all the armor you unlocked was so fucking stupid to me. I just wanted to wear my flower on another set of armor that I had, but I couldn't wear my flower on the other set. So thank God to that, bro. That armor.
I think
core thing
that's
was
always
stupid.
been my favorite option of things with games is just being able to change your cosmetic appearance.
Yeah, complete customization.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
Complete
games that let
customization.
me do shit like that, like Glamour, Transmog, being able to set that shit up on, like you guys were talking about with Infinite.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I love that option of being able to do shit like that. Hell, I was playing 14 the other day and
I saw that you got on. Yeah, he's been playing.
Oh, FF?
Oh,
he's-
okay.
Yeah, he's been playing
It
Final
took me a
Fantasy.
moment to figure out what 14 was.
I was trying to run through 14 in my head and go, what is 14?
Yeah, yeah. So I was playing that the other day, and I saw some guy dressed up like full blown like a rabbit, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool."
Then was he followed by someone in a gimp suit?
I don't think so, but like, I mean, if he had been, like, props to Yoshi P and the boys, like, representation matters. Like, if I want to go around with a ball gag and a gimp suit, I should be able to. Like, I mean, it just makes me think back on like Payday 2 days, dude.
Oh, God.
The gimp, best mask.
That has a lot more customization nowadays.
They do, they really do.
I
man.
haven't looked back at that in a long time.
I mean, it's still updating regularly.
Yeah.
Payday
They
2?
actually announced Payday 3.
Yeah, they did in a very just quick way. In
Yeah,
a video.
very, very nonchalant. Oh, by the
No,
way,
they
we're
didn't.
making
No,
another Payday.
it was just a.
Yeah, we
Hey,
chatted
here's a
about that,
shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing I remember about Payday 2 was we'd go into it and like, I think it was you guys would always be like the heavy armor guys in case shit went wrong, and every time it went wrong, I'm just up there in a suit and tie like, I guess we're doing this, guys.
It always went wrong because we didn't have anyone who's good at the stealth part.
I got good at the stealth stuff, just playing it. Because like I've been playing it a lot in the last few months, and then I stopped for just to play other stuff again. But yeah, I've been playing the hell out of it.
Yeah, the only other thing I remember was what Diaz texted me whenever he was started playing was,
Hey, you wanna
pray to the
play?
ground!
Yeah, it's like pray to the ground.
Oh yeah, Zach, I was gonna tell you because last week I told you I was starting the Celesta co-op campaign.
Yeah.
Dude, that's buggy as shit.
Is it?
The multiplayer is buggy as shit.
See, I was curious
no.
about that because I saw the other Discord and saw that y'all had started a game of, I can't think of its name now. Y'all had posted a picture of y'all's 3 weird-ass characters.
That was Gloomhaven.
Yeah,
that
Gloomhaven.
was Peter's doing a solo run right now.
Oh, okay.
He's getting back used to it because they're gonna do another big update soon.
Yeah, I saw that. I still need to get more into Gloomhaven.
But yeah, the Celesta one, it gets buggy.
It's rough.
It gets buggy quick, and it gets rough when it happens. Because like we played for like 4 hours the first time with no issues, and then the next time we barely got through like 3. We didn't even make it through 3 combat encounters.
That's
With like extreme desync, and there's all kinds of issues. They are aware of the issues, and they're working on. They said they're working on fixes for them, but
Well, you know-
currently it's
You know what you could do,
hard
John?
to play.
You could join me in Baldur's Gate 3.
Are you
Wait.
playing that right now?
I mean, I have it. I've played it a bit of it.
Oh, okay.
Release in 2023.
What
man.
if we played?
Yeah, I saw that it got its official release.
Yeah, I got its
Yeah.
official release.
What if we played Dungeon Siege 3 and finished it? Only this time I'm not a side character.
That old joke.
Yeah. No, do you know about that, Alex?
What?
In Dungeon Siege 3?
Do you even know what that is?
I've heard of it, but I don't like, know like
Yeah.
full details of what it is.
It's-
I mean, the title's come across my timeline before.
We just had it. We were playing it co-op, and the character Diaz picked his section of the story just never came around.
Yeah.
It did for like a moment, and then it just stopped.
It was like a mission or so was like, oh, it's your time to show. Oh, it's over.
I was like, this is bullshit.
Like, this is your life now.
So he got designated as a filler character for the rest of the run. Like, we got so into it that, because I think when we were playing it, my family went on vacation. These guys were looking after my dog I had at the time, my family's pet, and they went in, stole my copy, and gave it to one of our other friends so they could continue playing.
Jesus.
That's dedication.
Yeah, because I came back and I was visiting said friend, and he's like, "Oh yeah, this is yours." I was like,
What?
the fuck?"
Jesus.
Well, we wanted to keep playing.
Game's fun.
I mean, it was fun. It was at the time, modern sort of Gauntlet-esque game.
Yeah.
Diablo.
Oh, okay.
Gauntlet Diablo style.
Speaking of Diablo Immortal finally got its release date. Yeah, for the 2nd and coming to PC. I thought that was funny. I thought that was funny after all the backlash. You guys don't have phones? I guess I figured out that people don't actually have phones.
Probably not.
So they thought it'd be best to go ahead and just put that on PC.
Yeah, maybe that's why it took 3-4 years to come out.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, like even though that is probably the case, like the PC version when it comes out, it's just gonna be a beta.
Seriously?
Doesn't matter. Everything's a beta when it comes out these days.
I know it is.
I mean,
right?
fair enough.
Yeah.
Pre-ordering games is whack now.
How so? Well, never mind. No, that is true because there's
Because you get the beta when you fucking pre-order it, bro.
Well, I was thinking of some other stuff, just like
Yeah.
how like wacky it is with some pre-orders.
Now,
across
don't get me
the board.
wrong. I'm still gonna pre-order shit I want because whether it's shitty or not, I'm still gonna buy it.
I think
I want it.
I think one of the pre-orders that I remember that absolutely just infuriated me the most was for Sword and Shield. There was like every different like company whatever had like their own pre-order stuff, right? You know, I'm a big steelbook slut. I love my steelbooks. And I know Target had one that was just like gold, single steelbook, both sides, whatever, had the dogs on it, whatever. But Nintendo had a pre-order up where it's like 2 separate steelbooks, and they were like more like of the color scheme of the cases, you know, not like that harsh gold. But here's the thing that pissed me off. Again, it's from Nintendo, so it was a digital version of the game, but you got the steelbooks. And I'm like, that is the dumbest shit in the world. I'm a physical copy guy. I know you're digital. But like that was just one of the dumbest things in the world to me is that you're buying the digital game, but they're going to send you steelbooks.
I mean, I got a steelbook of Battlefield 4, but I never bought Battlefield 4.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I don't know. I just thought that was dumb to me. You know,
Yeah,
you
I get
do
that, I
you
get
do the
that.
pre-order for a digital copy, but then you get steelbooks.
I guess we're gonna die, Alex.
I guess we are.
Apparently,
That
'cause your
is-
phone's just freaking out.
Is that just weather?
And that's a tornado one. It's like get in the basement now if you've got one.
Oh well, I don't care.
Well, we're screwed.
That'll be all right.
I mean, it's sort of whatever. I mean, I don't really deal with pre-orders nowadays. I'm
I thought he
mostly
was saying it's sort of whatever about the tornado warning.
I mean, that's
I was
kind of what
like-
I'm like. I'm
I
like,
was like,
it
same.
happens.
Yeah.
hey, if it hits us while we're recording the show, hey, we got it recorded.
Yeah. All right.
We'll have our last moments, everybody.
Your most viewed video. The one where you got
Oh my
marked.
God! Hit by a tornado. Can't believe what happens.
Jesus Christ, this is really gonna tank my views.
I mean, like from what I'm seeing on the radar, like the actual red is like 10 minutes down that way.
That sounds about
I
right.
thought you were pointing that way for a second. I was going to get a little upset.
It's
No.
like 10 minutes down there.
Yeah, down that way. Down that
by
way.
John's house, no problem.
Yeah, no big deal, right? Right.
But yeah, no, speaking of the like pre-ordering games and stuff, I don't pre-order games anymore. Like at this point, when the game's coming out,
It's
when
gonna
the-
be
like,
available.
when the game comes out, like it's like most games are coming out on like during the week or like on
Yeah.
Thursday or Friday. So I'm like, I'll just wake up that morning, download it right before I start heading to work.
Yeah, that's sort of where I was. The earliest I will pre-order something if I really want it is I'll wait till the preload starts.
Pretty much, yeah. I think that's what I did with Tales of Arise. I was like, I'm gonna play the game anyway. It's like I'm gonna play the game. I'm gonna be off of work for the game, so I'll just pre-order it, set it to preload, and then that way when I wake up in the morning, I don't have to wait for the download.
Yeah.
I have got to like really want to play that game immediately for me to pre-order digitally. Like Mass Effect's an example. Horizon was an example. Both games I would have preferred to have in physical.
You know what we're gonna play day one?
The Quarry?
Yes.
Dude, that endings thing is wild. What was the number on that? Let me go
It was
look.
like 168 or some crap like that.
Dude,
What are you talking
insane.
When are you guys ever gonna do your playthrough of the other games?
As soon as he's available.
186 unique endings for the
So
Quarry.
I'm curious. So it says unique. So like, is this like going to be like specific? Like these are actually each different, or is it going to be things like small things like, oh, you didn't do this, so this has changed, or
I'm
hey,
gonna
they're dead
assume
now.
that.
I'm
That's
gonna-
what I
that's
would
what
think.
I'm gonna
That's what
bet.
I think as well.
Because
yeah.
that's the only thing that would make sense. Because if they actually put enough time for 186 actually specific endings, that would be insane.
That would be
Hey,
so
Zach,
fucking crazy.
What if the endings are just like you're wearing a different colored shirt?
Yeah,
168 different colored
just dumb
shirts.
shit like that. Like you have like your X amount of endings, right? Where like X amount of characters live and die, whatever. Like let's say it fills up, like I don't know, let's say 20. So it's like boom, there's your 20 different endings of like of mix and matches of who lives and dies, and then everything else is like, well, they're wearing a pink shirt in this one.
I mean, don't Nod and Telltale are really good about having their games have multiple endings.
Yeah, yeah,
well, this is actually super massive.
yeah. This one's super massive,
Well, I mean, with 168 different fucking endings, like,
right?
I assume the number goes up depending on like when you lose a character or when you specifically lose it. That's the trigger for a different ending.
I would
Right.
assume so. Either,
It's
but
like-
for that, how many? I would assume also there's going to be some specific points where you have to make a choice of some sort.
True.
Yeah, it'll be like you lose a character here or this choice with this specific set of characters. Or
Because
What
with
did you guys say this game was called?
The Quarry.
the Quarry,
Okay.
It's from the it's basically an Until Dawn successor.
Okay.
yeah, because Supermassive Games has also
I never
since
played that
Until
game.
Dawn.
You probably watched it played, right?
Probably.
That's
That
the one
Friday
where it's
got
like
a
with the Wendigo, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
remember seeing videos of that, and I was like, "Damn, that looks so good."
It
yeah,
is.
because that's like I think I've said before. That's one that I never played, but I probably watched 10 different people play it.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, exactly. Same.
Yeah.
And which I could see having them choices in them because with Supermassive Games, they've had that other set of games that a lot of people missed is the Dark Anthology games, which is a set of 4, which is still waiting for the 4th one to come out, unless
Yeah.
the Quarry's going to be that.
And those are the games that he's waiting on me to be available for to
I
play.
think
Yeah.
I've got 2. One of them is a Life is Strange game, and then one of them is a just by the same company game.
yeah.
Or no, I've got 3 different games that are like that I still haven't played yet that are just in my Steam library.
But in those Dark Anthology games, they actually have been, and each one progressive, more having like branching choices where you actually do get a slightly different story, where it's just not a cold, they're dead now. It's a, well, they live on both ends, it's just different shit happens now.
Right. I will say for the Core, I'm looking forward to seeing which one is going to be the Jessica character that's going to have like 14 different ways they can die throughout the story. Because like just for context for you, like that's how it was with Until Dawn. Is like each character had set
Was Jessica
points.
like that blonde?
The
girl?
blonde,
Yep,
yeah,
she was
Yeah,
the
'cause I
blonde.
yeah,
remember
she had
one-
the most
One of the
times to
playthroughs
die.
I saw was like she heard some
Yeah,
scream for help in
Yeah,
this cave or
from
whatever.
Ashley.
Yep.
And she went down in there and
There's a Wendigo.
got murked, and I
Yep.
was just like,
Yeah, and that's in games like these. Like I love like the little tidbits about that stuff where it kind of puts a little bow on it. Because like if you're in that situation, and you obviously don't go help, and you just continue about your business. There's like the thing like in the end credits where it's just like or you learn later on. It's like Wendigos can like copy the sound of someone else, and if you stop and think, you're like, oh shit, yeah, if I would have went down there, she probably would have died, huh? Like I love
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yep.
Like, yeah, it's dope, dude.
there was a comparison thing that they did with the Life is Strange games where like you could compare what you did
They will
based
remember
against
that.
your friends or just
Life is
against
Strange date night.
online. Yep.
Date night right here. These two.
We made a lot of different choices.
We did. I think one of the ones that was the most notable ones is like I managed to keep our friend from jumping off of a roof, killing themselves.
I remember
And
that.
John was just like,
couldn't.
I didn't.
John was like,
I
what
didn't-
the fuck?
I didn't read all the notes.
Yeah. Well,
I
you can't
messed
even
up
get
on
to
that
read
one.
all the notes in that scene.
Yeah, I didn't get far enough into it because I was checking everything else, so I didn't get far enough in to read the note that would tell me. So I'm like, gotta be your dad. Oh no, it's not your dad. Okay, gotta be your mom. Oh, you're going now.
Oh God, John.
It made for a very different set of episodes because that happens in episode 1, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
Life
Yeah,
is
it
the very
does.
Strange.
first
Yeah.
game.
Immediately, yeah.
Yeah, they really put a downer on it because everybody just kept talking about how she
Yeah.
jumped off the roof.
Yeah, that's how it was for my playthrough as well. I wasn't able to
Jesus.
save her.
I'll tell you what. I think it's Life is Strange 2 is
Still
the one
haven't
that
played that
follows
one.
the two brothers.
Yeah,
Yes.
it is.
The ending is really fucking intense.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't played it, amazing. It was a trip for me because, like, I got in there and it was just like, this follows the Diaz brothers, and I'm like,
What?
I'm the Diaz brother.
I played True Colors, but I haven't
Yeah.
played 2. True Colors is really good. I
haven't
enjoyed
played
that.
True Colors.
It's fun. I really enjoyed it. I still think I haven't played 2, but I still like the first one the best. I still think the first one.
2 is amazing, dude. 2 is
Is it?
amazing. Yeah.
Have you guys played 2?
Nope.
I've
John-
started to.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think John's very far. I played 2 all the way through, and like, I want to talk about the ending, but like, it's mega spoilers, and it'll fuck with the playthrough. So I'm not gonna say anything about it, other than it's just intense as fuck. But yeah,
Depression.
I mean, it's not even depression. It's like,
I don't know what you want from me. Everyone just looked at me.
well, I mean, I looked at you because like at the end of it, like, I get in a fight with like basically a shootout with the Border Patrol.
Jesus.
I mean,
So like that's how my game ends.
you go.
that just sounds like everyday life.
Yeah.
Everyday life.
Everyday life, just shootouts with the Border Patrol. You know it, dude.
I mean, if you
It's
you-
funny that you say that.
if you
because-
ask some of the people outside of our group of people who knows a bunch of the crap we've done in stories, some people look at me as like, "What kind of life have you done? Like, what is your weekend?"
Jesus.
Because there's been some stupid shit. I explained some of our stories that to other people are just like, "What?"
Like,
Dude, that's-
well, how did that happen?
Dude, that's how it is for me. Like when I tell people about anything that's gone on in my life from August until now, they're just like, "Write a book."
Yeah, bro. Okay,
They're
now
just
that
like, write a
look,
book, man.
Listen. Now that's one of the wildest stories. This is one of the wildest sagas that I've ever followed. Where it's just
Oh, yeah.
like
Oh my God, it's
that's
just the
that
one thing
Simpsons
after-
meme that I keep sending you.
Yeah, yeah.
Where she's
like-
just like getting to pour the cup of
Diaz's
coffee. Yeah,
tea.
it's like Diaz's tea. Like, yeah, give me some tea. He'll hit me up at like late at night. He's just like, hey, do you want some tea before bed? And I'm just like, yes, yeah, give
I
me
was
some
just like,
tea.
yeah, he's like, "Yeah, I do. I can't sleep without this shit." He's like a meth head.
Bro, I can't help it. I'm addicted to drama. I can't help it. I want to know all the spicy deets about
Well,
what's
like, so,
happening.
like, did I tell you that there was a hearing on the 26th?
Yeah,
Did I tell you that, like, they updated the information and now there's a hearing on the 11th?
I saw that.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, I saw that online.
so,
Alrighty,
yeah.
going
And then
past that.
I've got court myself on the 2nd
Oh,
of June, but
mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's fun.
I did see that though online. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, and then like I also put in for 2 different job positions in my store. One of them being cursed and one of them being exactly just lazy. And then I put in a job app with Coors Tech because they're needing a shipping receiving person.
Yeah, that's the one that you told me about.
Yeah, I'm hoping they call me back soon, but oh god,
John.
I don't like that laughter.
Oh,
That's
my brother
spooky.
used to work at Coors Tech.
So did Jared.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
That won't be fun.
So basically, he says, "Good luck."
I mean it's whatever. Like I'll just suffer for the extra money. If my bills are paid, I can suffer.
My bills are paid. I can suffer. Hey, that was me for years.
Yeah.
It's like my bills were paid. I guess I'm gonna suffer. You know, as I wake up every morning, get to my car, and I'm driving. I look over. I'm like, damn, that ditch looks really nice right now.
It's like me on my way to work. I'm just like looking at the pillars under the overpass, and I'm just like,
Damn, look at those.
I'm
Those
just
look
like,
nice.
Oh my god, those look like pillows.
My God.
Man, Zach, you know,
I relate
it's nice. It's nice to not be the depressed one in the group.
Right? I mean, I've never been that way. I mean, I joke at work during the holidays. I'm just like,
Well, no, you wouldn't have any experiences to have been that way yet.
I was about to say, I joke at work and I was like, hey man, you think we can get a nice tie rope across that?
All the depressing real life, real world shit is on this side of the room.
Oh man, those ditches always called to me. I'll tell you,
I can say I've never had that. Never had that thought.
bro. That I'm telling you.
At least I know in 20 years, I mean, John and me will still be here. You two may have offed yourselves.
No, I'm good. I swear.
Like, shit.
He's the one in question right now.
20 years, try 20 minutes.
Come on, man. No.
Well, if you're looking for in 20 years, you're going to have to go back to across that side of the room because I feel like this side's probably in the more danger.
That's
of
true.
20
See,
years.
Yeah, no
I'm good, bro. I'm
Me
good.
over here with my blood pressure medicine.
Yeah, you got the medical problems on this side of the room.
I mean,
That's
they
fair.
have
That's
technology
fair.
that you can make it. Will we have to will you in with a fucking vat with you inside of it? Sure.
Oh Jesus.
Now you're also going on the assumption we'll have the money to afford that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Who
You're
needs
talking to
money?
Me.
Who needs money?
Sheesh.
Spoken like a man who has it.
Right?
I have it. I'm not gonna say that.
Amos is well adjusted. He's well financially off right now. To where he's one of those people that's just like, I don't understand people that say money, that you think you can buy happiness with money. And it's like, dude, I'd be a fucking hell of a lot happier with $100,000 right now.
I mean, I know.
I'll tell you that
I
much.
know money can buy happiness. I bought fucking Donkey Kong bongos.
That's sure he did.
First. DK.
Correct.
Yeah, it's the bongo games from the GameCube. Is what he's talking about. Yeah, it's a bongos controller for the GameCube.
And the game.
Yeah,
$40.
bro,
Nice.
that GameCube era was wild with some of the stuff that came out with it. Because I will never forget the keyboard.
Also Pikmin 2.
Nice, that's good pickup. That's good pickup. Like the
Imagine
keyboard.
if they gave you a mining pit controller.
Okay, so speaking of that shit,
Oh no!
I don't like this.
here's a story.
I wasn't expecting a story
So
here.
here's something. My family thought this was the funniest thing, and I was actually pretty livid when this happened. So,
Oh, it's not often you see Zach actually get mad.
It's fun, though.
so like 2 Christmases ago, we're opening presents and whatnot, and like, so in my house is my job to, whenever we go to open gifts, I chill by the tree and I just pass it out like a conveyor belt. I grab that shit, throw.
Right.
Just keep going, and everyone in turn starts opening presents.
He's the one who's like, let's get this shit over with.
Yeah,
I got
pretty
stuff,
much.
to, I
Get the show
got
on the
stuff,
road.
to,
Yeah,
I got stuff
yep.
to do.
Yep,
I
there
see
you
you
go.
enough.
I've done it since I was like 3 years old. When I was 3, I was like, yeah, let's do it. Now it's just like, shit.
All right, let's get it over with.
But no, we were opening presents, and I get to this one big box, and I'm just like, what the hell did they get me? I didn't even ask for anything that big. And I open it up, and it was a box. What it was one of those. It was a big box for like one of these interactive weird ass controller things, like a steering wheel and things, something like that.
Oh, okay.
But instead of being that, what it was like a rake, shovel, and what was it? Was one other like gardening tool.
Yo, sounds great.
John just perked up. He's like, "Ooh, hey, what's up?"
I opened it and looked at it, And I wasn't mad because of it was like a gardening thing and it was supposed to be like a video game. I was mad at it because it had the images of the stupid fucking controllers of these rakes and things. And just like, and my brain just shut down. I was like, this is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever seen. What is even the fucking circuitry of this? And like, I got active. I literally stopped and all of them were laughing. And I was like, I might actually go fucking burn this.
Don't do that. John wants it.
Man, it's great.
Well, it was a joke gift because it was a fake box, and what I actually had was in T-shirts.
Okay.
I took the T-shirts and I then went and burned the box.
No.
Just something about that just made me absolutely livid. Just because I was like, I feel absolutely completely insulted to my core right now, as someone who actively enjoys games and collects them.
Right. They get you these garden tool controllers.
Just because something in my brain just tickles like, this is the dumbest shit in the world. I can give Labo a thing and I'll give that a pass with this.
Labo. Jesus. I'm actually look up these garden controllers. I'm curious now.
Like, it was a fake thing, so I don't know if you'll actually find it or
Let's
not.
see if I find the box. Let's see.
I can
Funny thing
say
is-
wholeheartedly, I've never gotten like gag gifts like that where it's like handed to you and it's like it's like a box of nothing, basically, or a box that's just there to be like, oh, this will be funny. Like at most, it's always like, yeah, it's like, you know, when you're a kid and you always ask for like the new, like whatever the game system was that was coming out or something like that,
sucks.
and then. And then you have a box under the tree that's the same size as the box for the console. And you get all excited, you pick it up, it's got some heft to it, and you're like, oh my God, for once it actually happened. And then you open it up and it's a glass chess set.
Jesus.
I mean, I actually would have been cool with that.
I mean, it was cool, but
it's still
It's
cool,
one of those
but-
things where it's like, it's cool the further away you get from it.
But at
in
the
in the
time-
moment you look
Yeah,
at it
yeah.
and you go, it's like, you can even acknowledge like, this is really cool. I'm so disappointed right now.
Yeah, it's like I thought I was finally gonna get, the good shit. Yeah, I've never gotten gag gifts either. I give them out for sure, but I don't think I've ever actually gotten a gag gift.
See, my family we don't do it every year, but every periodically someone will do something like that. Mm-hmm. Like there was, for whatever reason, my mother had a thing where she would like to take small gifts and she would Russian doll it, and she'd put have a small gift in a box inside another box.
Okay.
I would do that with my dad occasionally, like for Father's Day or something. If it was like, sometimes you're like, I'm just gonna give him a gift card.
Yeah.
But you get a giant ass box, and then you put some stuff inside of it, and make the gift card, like tape the gift card inside the box, and have like rocks and shit in it. So when he shakes it, it makes some noise.
But the thing was, my mother just did it just because that's what she wanted to do with it. She didn't mean it as a joke or anything, but it just became a running joke for all the years. That one year, my mother usually gets jewelry, so we got this nice set of earrings and whatnot for her, and it was in just a nice tiny box, and we put it in like 15 boxes.
That's a fucking hunt for it.
And my mother being my mother, she was happy about it the other time. She got confused and she was never got angry about it.
See, like that. When it comes to me with gag gifts, there's no in between. It's either I'm not doing it or it's very extreme. And when I say extreme,
my
it's like
God.
I'm not like doing the box thing, even though that is always funny to me. But I never do it. Like there is either I'm not doing it, or I'm going very hard extreme, and I'm gonna like get you like a dildo, like I did with Andy, because I did buy him an Anal Delight dildo for his birthday.
Right. Okay, I remember that story now.
Yeah.
See, when you said you go extreme, I was sitting there and I was just like, what do you mean by extreme? Do you mean just like a really over-the-top gift as a gag gift? Or do you mean like just something really over-the-top, like with the actions? And what I mean by that is my mom got me, my brother, and sister a bag of cash. And what it was she got us each $100 in ones and tied them all up into bows.
Oh
My
man.
mom tied $300 into bows.
That is dedication.
But, I'll tell you right
And
now.
I saw that and I was like, are you telling me my ass has to sit here and unfold $100 in ones to be able to use this shit. And she was just like, yeah. And I was like, oh, man. I was like, you goddamn bitch.
Dude, I tell you right now, either they're accepting that as a bow or that shit's going in a drawer. I ain't got time for that.
I was just like,
Even on my darkest day, I'm not gonna take the time to undo.
My
those.
question
You're talking to the
is,
guy who, you're
how
talking to the
did
guy
you
who
miss
rolls
her
pennies.
blowing up $300?
because like I didn't live at home at this point.
Okay.
And, like, I'm pretty sure my brother and sister still lived at home, but like, I mean, for all I know, she went and did that shit at her job. I don't know.
That's funny though.
So
I have
That
no
is
idea, but I
dedication.
was just like,
So I'm not about to sit here and untie $100 ones that are tied up in bows. I ain't about to do that. And I'm the same guy who will like keep all of my change and then roll up even my pennies to take to the bank.
But he won't take the time to undo a bow.
See, I emptied a fishbowl just a couple weeks ago, which was like $450 a change, and I didn't roll a single bit of that.
hell yeah, dude, fuck yeah, man.
Yeah, you probably got one of them banks that has a machine in the inside that'll let you
Okay.
do that.
I was
yeah,
just
I
about
ain't
to
got one of those.
Okay, I was just about to ask, like, does your bank have one of those, or do you just go do the ones in like a store or something?
Yeah, no, my bank has one. I'm not paying stuff to cash out.
Yeah, my
Fuck
bank
no, dude.
just
I go
updated
to
their
Paul Hammonds'
website for the
bank.
first time in 5 years.
You have a very random bank,
it's-
though.
It's not a random bank though.
There's only
His? Yes, it is.
yeah, it's a federal credit union, and there's only 2 of them in the like southern United States.
Oh, okay.
Like
I thought you were saying Paul Hammonds' bank
no,
was
no.
random.
His is a normal one, like mine. But John's is random, just like Josh is. People with random banks.
You want to hear some shit about some random banks? My bank.
Your bank
was-
is random.
My bank is random. It
Yeah.
changed again.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It changed owners again.
You sure
Oh,
it's
and
not a
by the way-
front?
Okay.
At this point, I'm wondering because, by the way, so like it changed owners in February, and I got a notice in the mail that they were going to be acquired by another larger bank again. And I was
Right.
like, what is fucking happening? Where my bank changes owners like every other couple of years, like just getting bought out by a different company. So like originally it was Pulaski, then it got bought out by Iberia for
Right.
the longest while. And then that company got bought out by First Horizon, which is a big bank based out of like Tennessee.
Okay.
Okay.
And like now we're being bought out by another bank that's like, I'd have to go and look up which one it is, but like I was like, great, so my shit's going to change again. Awesome. I love having to reset up my own bank account on a new app every couple of
Right.
years.
Yeah. So 2 takeaways from this. One, speaking of random banks, the most random shit I've ever heard with a bank is, with the Bank of Ozarks, like that's pretty much in this state and everything, right?
Okay.
There happens to be one random location down in Tampa.
Yeah, I know about that one.
I only know about that because that's where Andy banks. So I asked him, where it's just like whenever he moved to Florida, I'm just like, are you going to change banks or something? He's just like, yeah, I thought about it, but apparently there's one down in Tampa. If I ever have to go, I'm like, wait, what? It's like, that's very, very
That is
random.
random.
And you also mentioned something about a front.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to shout this out because I think about it every time I pass it. I am still convinced that restaurant down the road, off the service road, is a fucking front. That is a drug front. You cannot convince me
They
otherwise.
have good food.
What? You've been there?
Yeah, I told you this. I told you I've been there before.
I'm
Talking about
convinced.
Pho 98, right?
Yeah, I'm convinced.
I mean,
they're a
I
drug
bet
front.
it's good laced with fucking cocaine.
Yeah, dude, it's gotta be. And that's what I thought about it.
Eat the food there. I promise you, it's good food, man.
You
I
won't
don't know.
remember the night.
I won't. You're right.
I
It reminds me of
remember
like the burger place downtown, whatever. Like for the longest time, me and none of the guys ever went there, whatever. And a friend, another Josh, a Josh that you guys don't know, he was convinced it was a drug front. Fucking convinced. We finally went there once to try it. First off, incredible burgers, but like they have like it's very tall ceilings in there. If you've never been.
Oh yeah, they do have good burgers.
Yeah, and they have like a train system
Yep.
going around the top of the building. And my friend Josh is like, yeah, see, that's how they deliver the drugs. They have it on the trains. It just
Talking
goes
about-
around
you
and drops the
talking
drugs.
about, Are you talking about Olive Board?
No. Well, no. This is before.
This is a local place.
Yeah, this is
Oh,
before
okay,
all
okay,
aboard's
okay.
time. No. But yeah, my friend's like, yeah, see, I bet that those fucking trains, they drop the drugs off to your table as they go around.
Jesus.
No, you say it's good, but I'm telling you, I'm convinced they sell drugs. Convinced. They've been open for too long with the level of business that they have. Like, it's got to be drugs, bro. They got to have a lot of cocaine in there. I'm fucking convinced. I've been convinced of that
Or
for
they
like
just
the
own the
last 10
building.
years. I mean, that's true, but still gotta pay
I'm
shit.
pretty sure they live there
That wouldn't shock me at this point.
because I'm pretty sure they got a small house in the back.
Well, there's not much of a back. Where the
I mean, it's like a little trailer, dude.
Oh, okay.
People have lived in smaller.
I mean, that's true. People have lived in smaller. That wouldn't shock me though. If they did, that wouldn't shock me. Boys, what's for dinner tonight?
Illuminati's?
No,
God dang it, Alex.
I haven't ordered it yet.
What?
Lou Malinotti's pizza place up in Chicago.
He found out that they deliver across
Yep.
the nation,
Yep,
and he keeps saying he's going to buy pizzas.
I am.
And I keep asking him when he's going to buy the damn pizzas.
I'm going to buy the pizzas. Calm down. I'm going to buy them.
You need to set a date in your calendar.
Listen, okay, hold
Psych.
on. All right, Zach. Is it? I'm assuming you also want to try the pizzas, right?
Oh, no, I don't really care. I just keep pushing you to buy
Okay.
the pizzas. I mean, if you offer, I'll try them.
I'm going
That's
to
some
buy the
peer
pizzas.
pressure.
I'm gonna buy the pizzas. Okay, let me finish selling my house, and then I'll buy the pizzas.
What is that? What is that having to?
Because the pizzas are going to be like $150. Like, I need to hold on to all cash that I can have right now to focus on the house and repairs and stuff. Inspections on Wednesday, so I'll see what I have to do to the house. I got to pay like X amount in closing cost, my closing cost. You know, I got shit to do. I got money to spend on that, and then then I'll buy the pizzas.
Or you can just line it with pizzas from Illuminati's.
No, I'm not going to do that. Lou
What
Malinotti's.
if you bribe the inspector with pizza from Illuminati's?
I could do that. I could do that. Like, hey man, I'll buy you some pizzas
some
from
pizza
Chicago.
from Chicago?
Yeah.
Have
If you
them
just
flown down
if
here.
you just put on the report that nothing's wrong with the house, I don't have to repair anything. Then I can just do the closing
You just
costs
look
and be
at the
done.
report, and his report just says this shit slaps. I would be a terrible home inspector. 'Cause that's how my reports would be. It'd be like,
Like, yo, this shit,
whack.
this shit is whack,
It
bro.
just says whack.
Derek, I think you need to go back and check that one.
Yeah, it's just like the section of we've all seen inspection reports at this point. I'm assuming they're like fucking 30 plus pages. Whatever.
Yeah, no, they're
It's ju-
ridiculous.
It's just like one page where it's like the HVAC system. All you write is whack.
It says busted AF.
Yeah, just move it on.
Some old
I would hire
person-
you every time.
Some old person is just like, what the hell is a busted AF AC unit?
That's an acronym, Grandma.
Catch up to the times. Catch up to the times. Jesus Christ.
It's like, what does this mean here with the water heater? It says crack to the co.
Yeah, what's your dinner plans? Well, you already had Sonic. What about you boys? Thinking about doing some grilling. I don't know what yet, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I haven't really thought about eating yet.
I'm probably just gonna make some sausage and eggs.
Respect that. Respect that.
Like just like cooking it, or are you actually going to go grind some meat and roll some sausage?
Don't you question him?
Whichever way tastes better.
He's all
Probably
about the
rolling a
taste.
sausage.
It's all about the taste.
Nah, I don't have much out at the house right now, so I was like, man, I just bought some
feel
sausage
that,
and
dude.
eggs. I'll just cook that when I get home.
Either
I
that
feel
or
that,
that,
dude.
that or Moe's, right?
I have not had the
Nah,
money to go
I ain't
buy
had
the
that in a while.
groceries.
Ooh, spicy. Okay. What would you say?
I was just saying I feel what he's saying because I have not had the money to go buy any groceries.
Right.
Plus, I'm kind of remiss about buying like too many groceries because I still have somebody staying at my house with me. So I'm just kind of like, I don't want somebody to eat my groceries potentially.
Fuck off. Fuck off.
This guy.
The most massive fuck off that I can possibly give you.
Jesus Christ.
You are
If
such
there
a
was-
scumbag.
If there was food in the fridge or the
want
freezer,
you
you
to
just
know.
went for
I
it. You
want you
didn't
to
even
know.
ask.
This
Oh,
dude,
no,
I said
this
that
dude is such a
specifically.
scumbag.
Because I've heard the shit you do.
I will never, ever forget when he randomly messaged me on Facebook, said, "Hey man, I took your shredded cheese for a drive. Don't be mad." And I'm like, oh, shut the fuck up, you fucking weirdo, whatever. And I went and checked the fridge, and sure enough, he actually took my shredded cheese for a
So,
drive.
Paul
I'm like,
Hamus.
what the fuck?
Before these two crucify me here, like we're in some kind of weird, like, ancient times of Rome, I always offered to pay back or buy everything I took.
The problem came.
It's not my fault if they never took me up on that offer,
the
and I
problem
didn't
would-
just automatically replace
The
it.
problem would come when you when we would put something like in the fridge, say the biggest one you would just drain out was the milk.
That's
I'd buy
true.
milk and like a couple like that evening go in there and be like, all right, I need this. I need to grab my milk to cook something, and my milk's gone.
See that's the pain of
So,
it.
like, well-
look, listen, you'll replace stuff, and that's dope. And I will say
Yeah,
he has because he'll like
yeah, you
drink
will-
like a few of my Dr Peppers and then replace
And
it
then
with
he'll
a whole
have, like, a
12
whole
pack.
new 12
But
pack.
here's the problem: is like we'll buy something that like me or John wanted to eat like that night or the next night. We go in there and it's gone. And sure, he'll replace it, but he'll replace it days later when we don't want it anymore.
It'd be like, okay, I got this. This is what I'm gonna have. I'm gonna use this some tonight. Go in there. I bought that, right?
Yeah, I swear about that. What the fuck?
It's like having shitty coworkers who just take your lunch when you put it in the
That
fucking
is
break room.
this fucking dude. That is
Well,
this dude.
Amos, in my defense,
In your defense, nothing.
where was their names? Where was the date?
Piss off.
It's his house.
Yeah.
That I pay to use. I pay to use the fridge,
No, you pay to take up one single fucking space.
which happens to include the fridge.
And then this dude fucking hoards dishes in his room all the time where and they'll just get like crusty with whatever he fucking had on it to the point where I'm still convinced that he lost one of my bowls or my plates, whatever.
I told you what happened to that plate. I told you I broke it and threw it away. Because I dropped it in the kitchen on the fucking tile and I was just like,
Oof. my cannon for that.
that bag wasn't even full. I emptied that trash can right after that. Because the last thing I needed was him opening it up, seeing a busted plate on top, and I'd have to try to find some way to lie and say it was John.
That's exactly what you do.
I'd
No.
be like, I don't know why John broke that shit. That's wild. I'll see you later.
Meanwhile, he would have walked in there and be like, dude, you break a plate? I'd be like, dude, I haven't eaten in 2 days.
John's like, dude, I don't even live there
I
anymore.
don't know what you're talking about, dude.
It's like, John, did you break a plate? I haven't even moved in yet, Alex. I'm like,
See, you tell me that's the story that happened, but my canon is still like with how much you hoarded bowls, plates, and cups, whatever, is that you just like had that plate stashed somewhere in your room and it just like had a little bit of leftovers that you didn't finish, whatever, and then like you forgot about it and find it like 3 months later. It's like completely like just grew into a new creature, and you're just like, I'm just gonna throw this away. That's that's my canon. With some of the
realistically-
shit I found in your room, that's my canon.
realistically, I almost wish that it turns out that I had made a new strain of penicillin. But I broke it, man. Which is significantly less entertaining than, like, I found the cure for COVID-20 6 years ago
And threw it away.
and threw it away.
It's like, oh,
It
well,
was just hibernating in my room, ready to kill me.
yeah,
Right.
basically. Man, that's how I felt about his
I had
room.
a
You didn't know what
passion
was
project.
growing in there.
Me, I was growing.
That's part of the
I
scary
was
part.
just a young boy.
I don't know why. You saying that just made me remember, like, it was when one of the WoW expansions came out while I was living there. He's like, he comes home from work like the day before it's coming out or something, and he's got like two 24 packs of Yoo-Hoo or something. And then like I walk in there to talk to him like 2 days later, and it's two empty boxes of two boxes of Yoo-Hoo full of empty cans. And I'm just looking at it going, Jesus Christ, dude, how did you drink that many Yoo-Hoos in like a day and a half?
He didn't sleep.
See,
Even still.
you asked that then, and then you got to live with Jimmy and how much Dr. Pepper he would down. You're just like, well, I've seen this before.
The secret is
Jesus,
one can
dude.
of Yoo-Hoo every 30 minutes.
I still think it's funny when you told me right before we got all that ice and snow like last year or whatever, where we were all pretty much iced in for the week. You told me he bought like how many Dr. Peppers?
Here's the best part. I don't know if I told you this about it. There was like, I don't know, it was like a couple days before it actually thawed out, when like some people were actually able to get out a little bit easier.
I don't know what y'all mean. I was moving around the entire week.
Yeah, you didn't.
The one where it was 20 inches?
Yeah.
I didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, no, I woke up in the morning ready to go to work, got in my car, turned on fucking Tokyo Drift, and I just went to town.
No chance. 20 inches, no
yeah.
chance.
Dude said
But
Tokyo
the,
Drift.
the funny part was like it was like that Friday or something where me and him still couldn't get out till like Sunday, realistically. And like he had someone he knew who was going to town to like go pick up some groceries and that. He called him and had him bring him Dr. Pepper.
Or Dr. Pepper.
Jesus.
Because he had like, what, 2 12-packs, a 24-pack, and maybe 2 24-packs, and he drank all of that in just that week span of him being home. He told me recently he actually gave up Dr. Pepper. I'm like, wow.
That's a lie.
See, that's what I thought, too.
He told me that twice.
That's what he told me recently, because I sent him.
He told me that.
No,
twice.
there was one funny moment when, like, before I had moved my TV back to the back room, like I'm sitting in my living room, like reclined back, watching. I think I was watching Sweet Home, and like
Sweet Home Alabama? Like
no,
the movie
no,
with
Sweet
Reese
Home.
Witherspoon? Oh, okay.
It's fantastic. You should watch it.
You would probably like
Really
it.
good.
You probably would actually
haven't-
like it.
I haven't seen it, but I know what it's about. You would probably like
I want to
it.
say I think I've heard of
It-
it.
Because it's
it's
a live action of a webtoon.
Yeah.
I've
it-
read the
yeah.
webtoon. Yeah,
It's-
yeah.
The show.
Protein?
Yeah.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
You would probably really enjoy
Okay.
it. It was
Is
a
the
lot.
live action
It was
good?
a lot of fun.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's a
because it's
lot of
actually
fun.
Korean done live action.
Yep.
Okay,
Dude.
good. Okay, that makes
Oh
sense.
my
That-
God,
This
Yeah.
would be good.
The dub over is fantastic in the sense that, oh my God, it's funny.
Okay. Cool.
What sold me on it was when I went to watch the trailer, because I was like, what is this show? This looks interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like one of the monsters is like appearing from the shadows, like walking out,
Mm-hmm.
and it's this dude who like looks up and he sees it, and then he just opens his mouth like,
Jesus.
I saw that and I hit play.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell
But it's
yeah.
like his mouth is open for like a good 2 seconds or something before the sound even kicks in.
God, I love badly done like live action things.
Oh man, that show was great. Someone still needs to watch that, because it's like
They-
that show's only like 8 or 10 episodes or something, if that many. And man, there's about 47 subplots.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's how it was in the webtoon too. I was like, I remember I was reading an episode and then I forgot to like turn updates on for it. So then like 3 weeks later, I was like, oh shit, I've got more episodes to read. And then so I went to to reread the chapters, and like from the chapter I had last read to the newest one, or not the newest one, but the one right after it, I felt like I had missed something, and I was just like, I had reread the 2 chapters 3 times, trying to figure out what I missed, and I was just like, no, I didn't miss anything.
That's the way the show works. It's like okay, this thing is happening, and now these people are over here talking about something that we've not heard of, but they're acting
Jesus.
like it's been here the whole time.
Fucking hell. On just a complete random twist of things, I had been brainstorming about what I wanted to get as a tattoo for the last like 10 years now. And I think I
Long
finally
brainstorming
settled.
session.
That is a long
Yeah.
brainstorm, yeah.
Well, like for my thing is like I'm trying to decide because if I decide to get a tattoo, and if I decide after I get the tattoo that like, yeah, I don't think I want a second tattoo, I want at least the one tattoo I pick to be something where it's like, this is something I really wanted. Not just like, well, I'll get this because like maybe if I'm not really stoked about it, then whatever I get next will just be better, and I can just like do over it, or like just be like, well, this is the really cool tattoo.
Right.
Ignore the swastika there or whatever
Oh my
kind
God.
of shit. But like, so like, one of the things I was looking at is I was looking at like these runes, and I was like, oh, these look really cool, and I was like, what the fuck are they from? I was like. And then I started like looking into what it was, and it turns out it's from like the City of Bones series. And I was just like, I was like, great. I'm gonna end up with some kind of runic tramp stamp, and John's gonna be like, I know that. but so like, because like one of the ones I saw is like,
Not
it was
wrong.
like, it was like this really cool rune, and I was like, damn. Those look cool. And then like I think I got the photo on here, and like I'll show John because like he'll probably be like, yeah, I know those.
It's been a while since I went through those.
That's fair.
Those books.
Fair.
But yeah, for context, that's in that series. Like, there's people. It's like there's people that are called like shadow hunters that basically fight against like kind of like demons and werewolves and vampires and shit like that, or they keep that side of it away from the humans.
Yeah.
And these people are like, they have like part angel blood in them. And they draw runes on their body to give them like healing effects, extra strength, agility, things like that. But it's like the rune is always on them.
Yeah.
And it's like basically when the power fades, one of the lines goes away basically. So they just have to fill it in.
Cool.
It's the short of what he's talking about.
My internet's acting wild, so I can't pull it up.
Well, that's this house. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's awful here.
Yeah. If you have AT&T, you're fucked.
I know, and I remembered you telling me that, but I was just like, oof. But long story short, the tattoo I ended up deciding that I was probably gonna get is gonna be like a watercolored jellyfish, but just because I like jellyfish, I don't know why. I fuck with jellyfish.
That's
I feel like-
dangerous.
That is pretty dangerous. Yeah.
I feel like the thing is that like. I feel like maybe I'm just really envious of jellyfish because I wish I could just float around without a brain and eat.
I'm just sitting over here, and he's just starting on this. He's like, been thinking about it for like 10 years. I want my first
So it's
one.
just
If
like-
it's my only one, to be real meaningful, something that I don't regret getting. Watercolor
Jellyfish.
jellyfish.
Hey man, I like watercolored jellyfish. I like watercolors and I like jellyfish.
He tells us that he'd actually get in. So, oh, that's neat jellyfish. Why'd you get it? Oh, this is a momentum to the passing of my father. He died in the Great Mexican War of '86.
My dad was killed by a vengeful jellyfish.
And that was shit. Yeah, he would do.
Yeah. Yeah.
My dad went out for smokes one day and a jellyfish got him and he never came back. in Central Arkansas,
A rogue jellyfish just got him.
you ever hear the expression "raining cats and dogs"? It's
Yeah,
like that,
raining
but with
jellyfish, yeah.
Wild. Hurricanes be like that sometimes, I guess.
Just flinging jellyfish around. You know.
Could you imagine, dude, like Sharknado but with jellyfish instead?
Jesus Christ.
You walk
Okay.
outside, oh my
Well,
god!
that's a movie pitch for Sci-Fi
There
Channel.
you go.
Okay,
TM.
every time someone brings up Sharknado, I got to go around the room. You've seen it, right?
I mean,
I've not. No.
I've seen trailers
Oh
of
my
it.
God.
I will say I actually
Oh.
low key.
Come on,
I low
guys.
key do want to see it.
Come
Yeah.
on, which one? All
I
of
know.
them?
I want.
All of them.
I mean, let's do it. Are we gonna have a movie now? Is that gonna be our new thing?
I was about to say, sounds like
Is that gonna be our new thing?
sounds like this is the next
I've already
talking about
watched
movies.
Sharknado 2, and
Okay.
Sharknado 3.
Well, I mean, like,
There's a great, you would love the resolution they have to some of these movies.
Let's do it.
You know how they stop one of the Sharknados? They take a
Shut up.
They take a helicopter, and they fly up with some propane tanks, and they throw the propane tanks into the middle of the tornado, and then shoot them so that it blows up, and it basically distorts the vortex.
Science.
all right, look, John. Here's what we can do. We can bring back. we can bring
That's
back.
an actual plot point.
We can bring back Alex John movie nights. We'll watch the latest Paranormal Activity, so we can say that we're done with that again.
Well, you know,
and then
it's
we'll
been-
jump into Sharknado.
It's been so long with Paranormal Activity, though.
We got to rewatch them all.
We gotta rewatch them.
but
Maybe not the first couple because they're a little.
I love the second one.
Well, yeah, at least the first one is kind of.
Yeah.
It's less exciting with
Yeah.
what we've been introduced to.
That's true. That's true. Anyone else have a movie night with Paranormal Activity and Sharknado?
You know what? Probably the weirdest one of those was though. The marked ones.
The marked ones was really weird.
Good
ending though.
The marked ones was a weird one in
That
a
was the
series
Hispanic
of.
one, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah.
it's like that one was probably the most different,
Yeah.
and the one that stands out as being weird in the Paranormal Activity movies.
Yep.
I mean, I'll come and watch Paranormal Activity. Sharknado's on you guys.
Oh, come on. Come watch Sharknado with us.
No.
Dude, they're-
I'll buy a pizza.
Illuminati's?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Were you actually going to do that?
After I sell my house.
Then no.
So I think it's in.
I'll buy Little Caesars.
There's a scene that I think you would enjoy in I think it's Sharknado 2,
Golden
Zach.
Buzzer.
But yeah, there's a scene in. I'm pretty sure it's Sharknado 2 where they're in like their they're going to collect people from their house, but the water's flooding. So they're trying to get people out of the house, but the sharks have started swimming around in the house.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to roll you back on that sentence. The water is flooding.
Or the house is flooding. The water is rising up. Okay, come on.
I was like, how does water flood? Please explain this.
But yeah, it's like they're trying to like
Double water.
they're trying to get his family out of the house. It doesn't make sense because I'm pretty sure the house was up on a hill, and the water is just flooding, or the house is flooding up with the water rising in that, and they're like up on the second story, and the family has to like swim out while the father has to like defend them from the sharks. But then it's the weirdest thing because they get outside and then they can just drive off because for some reason, even though the house is flooding, the water is perfectly fine, like out in the driveway.
So you have no interest in Sharknado, Zach?
No, this
I'm trying
on.
to sell him over here.
I mean, I'm interested. Let's do it.
They're bad movies.
I'm
Let's
just
do
going
it.
to fucking cut myself during those films.
The worst movie, like in terms like this, it's very clearly a bad movie that I've ever seen is probably Rubber. Anyone else seen Rubber? Anyone know what Rubber is?
I do know what Rubber is.
Okay, have you seen it?
I think I've seen most of it. I don't think I actually saw the end. Or
That is
either the end or the beginning. I don't know.
that is a terrible movie.
What is Rubber?
It's Killer Tires.
It's
yeah.
it's the tire with psychic powers.
Yes.
The murderous tire that
Yes.
just rolls around and kills
It's
people.
ridiculously stupid.
And it's exactly as I just explained it. It's
really
literally
is.
a tire that goes around, has psychic powers, and kills people.
That sounds amazing.
I'd rather go watch Christine again.
It was on Netflix at one point. I don't know if it still is.
Cursed.
It was a
You know what I
movie.
should have done? If I had known you were going to wear that shirt today, Zach, I would have worn my incognito. Because I'm pretty sure it's from the same. people
probably
that made
is.
That one.
Another like what's considered a bad movie, where it's just like really like low
Teeth.
quality, whatever. Stop.
Teeth.
Stop.
It's a bad movie.
Stop.
Depending on who you ask.
It's a great film.
Some people like a little teeth.
I that actually reminds me of something. I'm gonna put someone on blast here too, but they're not gonna ever listen to this. One of my old bosses, his name was Bill. Okay, he was like the most trademark Mississippi redneck Alabama fan that you could possibly think of. Right? Okay, to a T in every shape and form. Dude, this guy had the most fucked up teeth that you've ever seen. You would be convinced that he eats marbles for breakfast, like straight up. Like this dude 100% eats marbles for breakfast, and they were
Jesus.
And we were just like chilling one day on break, whatever, and he was talking about movies with someone, and man, you guys, for the most part, I think, have you guys heard of the Tales of Marty, my former coworker, where he's just like quick to jokes, super perverted, can't hold back a joke and stuff? This is one of those times where he fought with every inch of his body, fighting back a joke. Because, like, mind you, like Bill's teeth is a very known, like, open joke at that company with how fucked up they are to a T. And he was just like, oh yeah, one of the scariest movies I've ever seen was Teeth. And Jesus Christ, the amount of fight Marty had to hold back from fucking just roasting Bill alive where he sat right there was one of the most glorious things I've ever seen. Teeth is something that we're not going to talk about in full detail, though. That's one that just needs to go away forever.
What, the movie or?
Yes.
Like in general? Like,
I mean, it's got 2 sequels.
I know that's what's terrifying, personally. But
Well, I mean, if they made that movie based off Bill, you might just call it Tooth.
basically, he'd have like one tooth here, another one over here, like trademark. Like I'm telling you, trademark Mississippi redneck Alabama fan to a T.
Jesus.
The most generic, copy paste that you can think of. That is Bill. Now, the other bad movie I was going to mention, though, was Noobs. Noobs is one of those, like, bad movies, like, very low quality,
I was going to say, I don't even know that one.
Noobs is actually very, very good. I would recommend everyone, especially, like, us being, like, gaming fans, whatever. Yeah, go out of your way to watch Noobs. It is fucking hysterical in every shape and form. Zelda Williams is in it. Thought that was kind of neat. This is before she, like, granted, it's fucking Zelda Williams. It's Robin Williams' daughter. So naturally, she already has, like, a name for herself. But this is before she actually really started doing stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah, she's just like there, like, hey guys, I'm here. What's up? But no, it is a phenomenal movie in every shape and form. I definitely recommend it. I actually need to buy that movie. Now I think about it. I'd love to rewatch that. It's so fucking stupid. Oh. Come on, man. You don't want to watch stupid films with us? we'll have a bad movie night. Sharknado, Paranormal Activity, Noobs. It'll be great.
Flip that around though. Let's start with the Paranormal Activity.
Jesus.
I mean, let's just throw Thanksgiving on the end of that.
That's a bad fucking movie.
I mean, it is.
Hang on, let me get another example of a bad movie. I'm trying to. I've never seen it, but it looks so terrible that I want to see it. Hold on.
Well, this has slowly turned into a B and C rate movie podcast. If you have any good suggestions for them to watch and me go, why would I ever come to this? By all means, comment.
What if we all just watched 300 together and like, I don't know, we took our shirt offs?
I mean,
Shirts off or
I'd
something.
be down.
I'd take my shirt off for Gerard
Yeah, I bet
Butler.
y'all would be gone. I bet you would be down for that.
Thanksgiving is what I'm thinking of. You guys heard of Thanksgiving?
Yeah, that's what he said.
We literally
Oh,
just
oh.
that's what we were talking about.
My bad.
Holy shit.
Thank God we have this recorded.
Wow.
My bad. On Another World, I guess. Is that what you just mentioned as I was looking it up?
Yeah.
or
He-
before?
I
No,
literally
no,
just mentioned.
He
Let me think
mentioned
about
that.
that.
Okay.
he mentioned Thanksgiving and you were over there like nodding your head and you went, I can't think of the name of this movie. I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Okay. My bad, guys. My bad.
Ooh, that's cursed.
Well, see, I haven't seen it, so I don't know. It just didn't immediately click in my head. That's what it was. I just had to go and look at Dead
I
Meat.
mean, if we could just do Birdemic.
Well,
I don't think I've heard of that one.
the funny thing is Thanksgiving does have a sequel.
Thanksgiving 3,
Yes.
but
Thanksgiving.
no Thanksgiving 2.
Well, it's
Because
Thanksgiving 3, the
is-
search for Thanksgiving killing 2.
Two.
Yep.
With a lot of puppets.
Yep.
Man, God, those bad movies.
Jesus.
See, I only found out about Thanksgiving even existing because of the channel Dead Meat. That's the only reason I even knew about it. That's why I didn't immediately click in my head because I'm not familiar with it other than just really bad movies. But that was the only way. I had to quickly go to his channel and just like, oh, what the fuck was that movie he reviewed called? I couldn't remember. Didn't remember what it was.
You kill me inside.
Feelings mutual, Zach.
You're welcome.
All right, we want to wrap it up. I'm kind of hungry.
Why
Yeah.
You're always hungry
He's
at the
always-
end. Goddamn,
Bro,
dude.
I haven't eaten today.
He doesn't eat before these, so he doesn't have to stop mid podcast to go take a shit.
That's not true. First off, and I've just been busy. Okay, so I forgot to eat. So I'm hungry.
I haven't eaten either yet.
You need to go eat. Yeah, he says. Well,
All right. You have fun with that.
oh, just okay. Well, hey. Well, if you made all it in, thanks. Spark Bark. Have no expectations. I don't know when episode 2 will come out. We'll see. Do we actually want to try to plan for an episode 2? I was gonna try to maybe see if I can get a couple of the other guys to episode 2 as well.
I was about to say, get Shane and Jared in here with us.
I think whenever you fell, you messed up your camera. And I think that's funny. Yeah, you did.
Yeah, it's moved.
That's funny. We'll fix that real quick.
Oh, well.
Yeah, I mean, Spark Bark, it is just a Shoot the Shit podcast here by SparkE3 with SparkE3 team members. Just could be a different cast every time. There is no set host. It's not me. It's just whoever is here, Whoever just wants to do an episode. I have no idea how often we're going to get these out. I would like to get them out somewhat often, personally, but I just don't know how often we'll do it. You want to end with some music?
Do we have music?
I mean, technically, yes. Here,
It's
hold on. Let me just hit that. I don't think I can hit that again. Hit that.
Oh, God. Fuck. I'm taking off the headphones.
I hate this.
All right.
You have to remember that sequence every time now.
All right. Like, comment,
I've
subscribe
got
to
a
this
lot of music
cancer,
playing.
whatever he's doing. I don't know anymore. Sorry, John's ears. It helps.
God
Hit the
damn.
bell. Thank you. Bye.
I turned it off. There you go.
Yeah,
Let me actually turn these off, though.
It's on you, John.
if you made it to the end of this episode, thank you very much. It's chaotic. I mean, we had no plan coming into this, so and you might have been able to tell a little bit,
I feel like it's pretty straightforward, yeah.
but I mean, if you made it to the end, thank you. Maybe, Jesus Christ.
I know that would be so loud. I'm
All
sorry.
right. Well, hopefully you'll come back next time.
Or don't. Do you? YOLO. You pan it back to Alex. He's just like,
All right, no, hang on, don't end it, Zach. Hold on. All right, I'm turning them all off. We're good. I'm done playing with it. I promise. No more. All right, yeah, no. If you made it all the way in, we appreciate you for that. Make sure to check out the website, SparkE3.com. Check out the merch store, SparkE3Shop.com. Shout out to all the boys here with me. And really go check out the other shows, Gamesthetic, AniMan Plus, and Terrible Football Show. Those are the weekly shows that we put out. Spark Bark will come out when it comes out. Now, talking about movies and stuff, that will stay on a whenever schedule. I would like to get this one out a little bit, more often than talking about movie stuff. 'Cause talking about movie stuff is literally just like, really, really whenever we want to. So hopefully this one comes out a little bit sooner. We'll see. All right, bye.